Hey guys, welcome back to Let's Play The Sims 3 Perfect Genetics Challenge, Season 5, Part 29. So if you guys remember, in the last part we actually got Brandy pregnant, and I just pretty much played through her pregnancy. Nothing really happened. Everything's the same, except Roulette did age up, and I got pictures of it, but I kind of might have forgotten about it, or otherwise I would have started recording, except all of a sudden she's aging up, and I barely made it in time for pictures. So all I know is that Brandy is having twins. I made sure she's having twins, or at least twins. I'm hoping just twins. I don't really want more than twins. And I think I'm actually going to kind of instigate a new rule that I think I want each generation to have at least 10 kids. I think. I don't know if I'll keep that, but we'll see. Also, as of about 12 hours ago, because it is 11:15 at night, but I need a video up for tomorrow. Anyways, as of about 12 hours ago, I am officially puppyless. Sophie was adopted today, and Izzy was adopted on Thursday. Sophie adopted today. Today's Saturday for me. Sunday for you guys, Saturday for me. And, yeah, so, let's see, I think it was Wednesday that the girls had their spay-neuter surgery, and the incision on Izzy had come open because the family that adopted Izzy, my dad met them, thought they were wonderful people, and the lady agreed to keep in touch with us, and she sends us pictures every day, which makes me so happy. Oh, girl! Sorry, I'm not prepared. All I've been able to think about today is my puppies. It's like all I've been able to focus on. I need to get my head in the game. Okay. Next baby name I have is Hazel, from Pixelated Extrovert. And I get to choose her traits, so she's absent-minded and loves the cold. And Griffin wants a boy, so I'm actually hoping that the other one is a boy. We'll have to see. It is a boy! Yes! That's actually just what I wanted. Okay, the next name is, I hope I'm saying this right, Densel, from Jolie, or is it Jolie? I'm gonna pronounce it Lee. Correct me if I'm wrong in the comments. Oh, I crossed off Jolie or Jolie instead of Densel. I hope I'm pronouncing Densel right as well, but okay. So Hazel and Densel. I like how they both end with the "l". So couch potato and loves the outdoors. Okay. Girl, stop. Okay. I didn't see this logo. I'm like, no, girl, stop. Girl, stop. Okay. Anyways, back to my puppies. So Izzy's family promised to keep in touch. We get pictures from them every morning along with updates, and my dad is now following Izzy's new mom on Facebook, and I'm actually really happy that I still get to see her. She was renamed Athena, and I think it's like a theme because they have, I think my dad said they had 2 or 3 other dogs at home and then like 5 cats, and all of the animals have like goddess names, and we think Izzy was actually a replacement. We saw on their Facebook page that they had like a couple months ago something about, you know, you will be missed, Odin. So it's another reason I'm like, okay, I think the goddess name kind of runs in the family, or like as a preference for their animals. And then this Odin that passed away looks a heck of a lot like Izzy. And I think that's okay. I don't want you putting her in a crib. I don't want her floating on the ground either, or on the ground, floating in the air. But I think that's why they got Izzy, was because she looks so much like their Odin, this Odin that they've lost. Zoom way out. But I think I was a lot sadder with Izzy going, and I was able to keep myself together rather well today. I mean, it's not to say I didn't cry or tear up or anything like that. But see, with Izzy, I was told the day before she was adopted that, hey, she's adopted tomorrow. You're bringing her in, and then I couldn't take her in myself. My dad had to take her in while I was in school. And so I didn't get to say goodbye. I didn't get to meet her new family. And I think that's one of the reasons why I took Izzy leaving so bad. I was a lot better with Sophie. And I think it's because I was able to spend time with Sophie, say goodbye to Sophie, and met her family, because I took her in with my dad today, and I met her new family, and my dad gave them our business card, or his business card, and said, keep in touch, or if you have Facebook, I'll follow you on Facebook or something, because I want to see how Sophie's doing. We want to see, because I picked up Sophie right as the family said, we'll take her, because with Izzy, it was a done deal. They were like, yep, absolutely, we're taking her. And with Sophie, they hadn't signed any paperwork or anything like that yet. Yeah, real quick, for some reason they had the day off. The teens did, Griffin did. I don't know why, but we did. Anyways, but I had picked Sophie up because Sophie actually wasn't feeling it today when I took her in to meet her new family. She was hiding behind my dad and I, and Sophie's not normally shy. She's actually normally rather jumping up and hi and licking you and stuff like that. She's greeting you, and she wasn't doing that today. She was hiding, and there were these filing cabinets, because we were in an office, because there's still parvo in our shelter, and the office was the cleanest area, the furthest away, so that's where we were. And she was hiding between these filing cabinets, and she wasn't interested in the family at all, until the very end. And then she comes over to me, and I pick her up, and of course then the family goes, we'll take her. And I start tearing up, because I'm like, oh my gosh, it's actually happening. She's leaving. She's going away. What the heck am I supposed to do now? And then we followed the family out, and they're keeping her name Sophie. She's remaining Sophie. Unlike Izzy, they're not changing Izzy's name, but the dad took Sophie from me, and he was holding her, and I turned around and I left, because I couldn't stay, and I heard her whimpering as I left, and I'm like, don't do that, because that's what Izzy did. I guess when my dad took her in, that he handed her over to her new family, and then he went out to his truck, and he was sitting in the truck, and he was looking at his phone for something, and out comes the family, because again, they'd already signed all the paperwork, and her new mom made kind of a beeline for my dad's truck, and my dad rolled down the window, and she's like, she whimpered when you left. I think you should, give her another goodbye hug. And so my dad's tearing up, and my dad is not the kind of guy who cries easily, but he starts tearing up, and he gives Izzy a goodbye hug, and I'm trying not to cry. I do believe Sophie is going to a really good home. She has, they have another dog. They have a black lab and boxer mix, and they have a big yard, and they have a 2-year-old daughter who was there today. Sorry, I've been talking a lot today. But Sophie's gonna grow up with this little girl, and I'm crossing my fingers they're going to be like the best of friends, because this little girl, I'm guessing, would be maybe 2 or 3. Sophie's 2 or 3 months. They're going to grow up together. I could only wish that this family would keep in touch with us, but I'm really doubting they will. I just feel like that's not something they're going to do, which makes me really sad. But I think that they don't care enough about the foster parents. They just care about their new puppy. And, I mean, I don't blame them. At the same time, I really wish I could watch Sophie grow up in the way I'm going to watch Izzy grow up, at least. Because the woman that adopted Izzy is like, you know, I will keep you updated for as long as you want, and I feel like eventually she'll just stop, and we'll just stop bothering with it. Of course, we'll still follow on Facebook, but honestly, I've gotten so attached that my birthday isn't for another, like, 5-6 months. But I'm really tempted to ask if my dad would contact this woman and ask if I could see Izzy again. But I feel like that's also asking much and kind of weird. Like, you have this random girl asking if she can see your dog. I don't know. I feel like it's weird, but at the same time, I just really want to see her. And then I found out that the mom, like Sophie's new mom, was talking to us, and they were considering adopting both of the dogs. That they'd shown a friend a picture of both girls, and the friend's like, oh, you should totally adopt both of them. And they had actually considered it until they found out Izzy had been adopted. I'm like, are you... They could have gone together. Like, I wouldn't have seen either one of them, but then again, they would have been together, and that would have made me so happy, but I don't know. It's okay. It's okay. I believe they're both going to really good homes, which is all that really matters, is that they're going to good homes, and they're going to be cared for. And from the pictures I've seen of Izzy, she's already being spoiled absolutely rotten. That, like, she's got all these toys, and they gave her, like, they put a sweater on her. And see, Izzy's always been more of the rough and tumble, like, yes, she snuggles, but she's also very roly-poly, you know, she has no grace. She's not graceful at all. So I'm like, when I see her in sweaters, I'm kind of like, really? You put her in a sweater? Did you make those? Okay, on the really nasty counter. Yeah, I'm just kind of, really? But she's not my dog. It's not my choice. But you know, I come home and Mom's like, you know, Kate, we can't do this again. We are not doing this again. You know, at least not anytime soon. And she turns to my dad and she's like, that's what you told her, right? And my dad kind of goes, something along those lines. Because I told him the moment we stepped in the car and he started up the truck, I'm like, you do know if they ask me to foster again, I'm most likely going to say yes, right? And he's like, yeah. He's like, darn dogs. He didn't use the word darn. But I'm sure you can, you know, perfectly fine what word he used. Also, I was trying to make this sink up here unbreakable, and in the process, she broke it. But then that was when she went into labor, and oh well. But yeah, sorry, I started ranting about my puppies. I really miss them. But again, they went to good homes, and again, that's all I could ask for. Ah, Sebastian! Bad dog. Go scold him. We aren't destructive. And I put the puppies outside because they both had to pee. But now I want to name one Sophie, and I don't have 2 girls, so I'm going to write it down as, like, don't forget to name the next, like, heir or heir's mate Sophie. Because Sophie really grew on me these past few days, when she was all by herself, and it was just her and not Izzy. Oh, and when she found out Izzy was gone, like, she wasted no effort in looking for her sister. That we keep them in my parents' bathroom during the day because there's nothing that they can chew up. And my dad came home and he got Izzy, and then he took her to the shelter, and then he put in our dog Bailey with Sophie, because Bailey's the one that, you know, gets along best with the puppies. She could tolerate them the best, and like she worked best with them, like, a lot better than the others. And maybe it's because she's the youngest. I don't know, but eventually she warmed up to him. Like, at first she didn't like him at all, but she warmed up to him, and so we're like, okay, we'll put Bailey in with Sophie when you take Izzy. When we were telling my dad when he takes Izzy. And I got home from school, and I'm the first to have seen Sophie since Izzy left, and I let her out, and she comes, like, running straight out, and she's sniffing everywhere, she's looking everywhere, you know, she's trying to go upstairs. And then I'm like, you know, Soph, we gotta go outside, you gotta go outside, you've been inside for a while, you need to go outside and, you know, go potty and stuff. So I let her out, and she runs down the stairs to the yard, and she's snooping everywhere. She's the last dog in. She's looking so hard for Izzy, and it's, like, breaking my heart, because she's not gonna find her. I make it sound like Izzy's dead. Izzy's not dead. She's just not here. No thanks. Sorry, Tommy. Speaking of which, oh, it's Brandy's birthday. I don't know if it'll make her age up today. I think it will. Anyways, Beck had his son. He had a son named Dale. And I don't remember if I told you, but Daffodil, I was going to call her Danielle. Daffodil had a daughter named Marie. I think I told you guys that, but in case I didn't, she had a daughter. But yeah, like, every new room that Sophie went into, she searched everywhere. She was under the bed, in the closets. Like, when I put her on the other side of the fence that keeps the dogs from going upstairs to the bedrooms, she searched the dining room real quick, and then she was up the stairs, and she was searching all the rooms looking for her sister, and she couldn't find Izzy anywhere. And I think eventually it was just resignation, just kind of like, I don't think I'll find her, because eventually she did give up. And it broke my heart watching her run everywhere looking for her sister, and then giving up because she's like, I'm not gonna find her. Like, why do I do this? Like, I know I'll get attached, and I've had foster puppies in the past, like within the past few months, and I've gotten attached. It's like my first foster puppy, I got pretty attached, but then at the same time, not as attached as I got to these two, because I had these two for 3 weeks. I had Sophie for 3.5. I didn't have the others that long. What am I wanting to do with him? I don't know. I'm trying to click on something. I don't know what. I should probably queue up the twins to talk. But, oh. It was hard. Like, I got seriously attached. And I think if we could afford having 7 dogs and we had the room, and where I live, there's a limit, a city limit of how many domestics you can have, and we're technically over that by, we have 6. We have the 5 dogs and a cat, which is, again, 1 over, because you're only allowed to have 5. But if we could have 7 dogs, like if we had the room, we were allowed to, we could afford it, I actually think my parents would have let us keep Sophie and Iz. But that's not how things work out. So I've spent this whole part talking about my dogs. I'm really sorry. They're not mine. My foster puppies. I am really sorry about that. For those of you who didn't necessarily like that I wouldn't shut up, I am really sorry. We've been wanting to brush her. Roulette did not age well. praise her for being neat, and oh, I guess I got rid of that, so never mind. We can have, you can go do it because you want to pet her. It's praise, and then brush, and okay. Is there a reason I can't talk to her or anything like that? I mean, not talk to, but pet. Like, are we not friends? You were BFFs. Okay, I don't understand then. No, we're not complimenting her appearance, Casanova. I mean, she wants to woohoo with him, but I'm still thinking it's gonna trigger her age transition. It says she's up today, but I think I'll actually save that for the next part, because I'm gonna go ahead and cut off here, and there's my timer. So thank you guys so much for watching. Don't forget to comment, like, and subscribe. Again, really sorry that I couldn't stop talking about my puppies. It's just I've been wanting to talk about them all day. And I don't know, when I got to work, I was working with my friend tonight, but it just felt like she didn't want to listen to it. I don't know, I don't know. But yeah, so thank you guys. Don't forget to comment, like, and subscribe. And yeah, so thank you guys, and I'll see you guys all in my next video. Bye, guys.